Hello, everybody! We are back, doing Flashback. Woo. Oops. Yeah, so I'm back from my little week-long vacation. Sorry about all the videos being out at weird times, but sketchy hotel internet, you know, when you go to upload an hour-long video and it says, time remaining, 16 hours. Yeah, it's a little harder to plan for stuff. But anyway, that aside, let's go over who voted for what. We had 324 votes. I gotta say, I think this is the most clear victory ever that we've had.
Just by
a little bit. So let's start at the bottom, and this one I'm kind of surprised by, to be perfectly honest. Exert Alarm was at the bottom with 40 votes, so you won't be seeing that anytime soon. Living End was second last with 48. In second place, we had, I always say this wrong, Boggles?
Bogles.
Whatever it is, with 55 votes. And if you were doing the math in your head, that doesn't add up to a lot, because Gideon Tribal took first place with 181 votes. That's 55% of the vote. Wow. Yeah, so I'm playing that. I'm not overly surprised that that won, just that it won by that much.
Yeah.
Because new Planeswalker rule and everything.
Planeswalker rule, being able to play all 5 or 4 Gideons on the field.
Yeah. It's a variant. Well, you could play 5. There's no Kithian in this 75, but you could. Yeah. Anyway, so next week, Boggles, however.
Boggles. Said it right that time.
Did I? Okay. And Living End, come back. Living End, it's its last go round, so if it doesn't get voted in next week, it gets booted no matter what. And then the new ones that we're adding Liquid Metal Saheeli back in. That was the
next in the list.
The next in the list.
Was voted out before.
If you don't remember what that deck is, it's kind of a combo based around using Liquid Metal Coating to turn things into artifacts and then using Saheeli's ability. Yeah.
Create copies of the artifacts.
You get it.
And turn her into an artifact and then you just repeatedly do that.
Yeah, and you can, it runs like, I think it had main deck Ancient Grudges and stuff, if I remember correctly. Like, just stuff that's really good with turning anything into an artifact. So you can attack their lands, you can attack their creatures, planeswalkers. Doesn't make a difference. So that one's in there. And Growbots. That was a deck we played not too long ago, the last Patreon video, I believe. And, yeah, it's just a sweet deck.
Sweet deck.
So, be nice to see it again. So, yeah, don't forget to vote in the thingy. And I'm the Challenger deck, so I'll be going first. And we'll see you in Game 1. Alright, Game 1. Show my hand. So, that's the stuff I have going on. To you.
We've got those.
Whoop. Oh. Oop. I just saw lands, so it didn't really matter. Okay, so I'm just going to lead with the very exciting Godless Shrine tapped. Pass the turn.
Draw for turn. I'll lead with a very exciting Stomach Grind tapped.
Hey.
Sure go.
Parody. Draw a card. That was fine. Marsh Flats. Go ahead.
Untap. Draw for turn. Blackleaf Cliffs.
Yeah.
And a Bob.
A Bob. I'm going to push Bob.
Bob's been pushed. Sure go.
And I'm going to crack this, go to 19. To fetch up. We'll get the other art, Godless Shrine. Yeah, so not a lot of new cards in this deck. We're trying out one copy of
Legion's Landing.
Thank you. Forgot the name. But other than that, not really anything else new.
Just the new Planeswalker rule making the deck far better.
Yeah. Let's go for a Plains, and we'll get a Gideon of the Trials. So, he'll go up to 4, and I'll prevent all damage that Blackleaf Cliffs will deal to this turn. Or till my next turn. Go ahead.
Is it City of Brass that deals damage and you don't pay life?
Yes.
Would Gideon prevent that?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, it would. That's hilarious. Should have played some in this deck. just for the funsies.
Does that change what we do? Verdant Catacombs.
Mm-hmm. God, these sleeves are a mess.
Inquisition you.
Well, not the best options.
No. Yeah, we don't really want to take that Lingering Souls, because that doesn't really accomplish anything.
No.
Two
Path?
flyers, so yeah, it's going to be Path. And Verdant crack that.
Yep.
Go to 19. Find a swamp.
I think Ancient Tomb does damage to you as well. So you could prevent the damage from Ancient Tomb. Not that that's modern legal, but...
Could be a
statement.
deck. I don't think it'd be worth it.
No.
I don't know what deck wants double white and also a bunch of colorless.
Could play those terrible filter lands. Hardly seems worth it, but...
Yeah.
So, instant land.
Sorcery creature land.
4. Big boy.
Enter go.
Fortunately, I'm pretty good against big boys. That came out wrong. Prevent all damage, Tarmogoyf will deal.
Yep.
And we'll go for a cheeky Thoughtseize.
Ah. Well, there's a Skoos.
17.
Another Tarmogoyf. A Lily. And a Thoughtseize of my own. Do you want to protect that Gideon?
I'm wondering if that's worth it. So, Skoos is really bad against me, because I actually don't have any creatures in my deck. I have creature...
I mean, he can eat Lingering Souls.
Token makers, but... Yeah, he can eat a Lingering Soul, so that's fine. Currently only have 1 green, though, so you can't do it next turn. I don't really care about Liliana at all.
Yeah, you kind of have Lingering Souls.
Yeah. But...
But if you want to cast Lingering Souls this turn, it might be worth it.
Do I just take a Goyf because it's annoying? Nah, I can chump block Goyfs. I'm going to actually take the Liliana, I think. Then I'll play a Ghost Quarter. It's my land for the turn. And I'll cast that Lingering Souls, making 2 spirits. Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Overgrown Tomb, untapped.
Alright. Had to draw a green source, so...
And we did. Took a bit of life from it, but still seems worth it.
I'd say so.
Skoos. Eat your Lingering Souls.
You have eaten it. It wasn't very tasty, because you didn't get a counter.
Out your Gideon.
Yeah, that's why I let you have that one, because I figured if you want to do that, then at least you're going to have to pay 2 life instead of just casting Liliana and getting it for free.
Enter go.
Untap. Draw a card. Well, that one's not particularly great. Prevent Goyf. Bash for 2 in the sky.
13.
Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Goyf.
Yep.
Oh, should tap like that.
Sure. I guess you might want to eat one of your own dudes.
And 2, but we're going to eat Confidant.
Sure. So 3?
Yeah.
Gideon goes to 3.
But my Goyfs go down to 4/5s.
Oh, yeah, only creature.
Enter go. I mean, 2 4/5s is still pretty.
Yeah, I'd say so. I want was pretty good. Beat for 2.
12.
Make an emblem, which I don't remember if we actually had or not. Let's take a look here. Got that one.
They got the +1/+1 emblem.
Yeah, I think so. So we get a Mr. Boopster instead. So just pretend that that's the thing. And then we're going to go for a Wrath of God.
Yeah.
Yeah, a really bad draw followed by a really good draw. So, it's pretty good. Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Here's Bloodstained Mire. Go.
I suppose I could have, instead of getting the thing, I could have activated him because he's also indestructible. So, I could have, like, got in for 4 afterwards, which only would have been 2 more, but yeah.
Or you could have activated him after the Wrath.
Sure. Well, that's what I meant. Instead of getting in with the 2 of those, I Wrath, clear the board, then get in for 4 instead of 2. Windburst Kites.
And you're ways off of that. It's very
A little bit. I guess this one. Put those on the bottom. And we'll make a 4/4. Attack you for 4.
Oh, he's only 4/4.
Yeah, that one's small.
Go to 8.
Pass the turn.
Doesn't change my clock, so crack that, go to 7.
No, not really.
And we shall find... Blood Crypt tapped. Untap. Draw for turn.
2 cards?
Yeah, 2 cards.
Okay.
And your go.
Ooh, intriguing. Untap. Draw. Yeah, that doesn't really matter. Activate.
In response,
Sure.
abrupt the cam.
Okay,
So before he gets indestructible.
no problem. Here's another one. See why it was like a terrible draw? Because it was like, of all the Gideons to draw, the one that can't abuse the new Planeswalker rule. I'll prevent all damage that... This isn't a permanent, isn't it? Nuts. That swamp will deal to me.
Pretty frightening swamp.
Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. 1 card in hand.
1 card.
Yeah, it's not great, but it's kind of the best we have. Discard a card, and I'll return a creature.
Anointed Procession. Should have been good first, but...
I'm going to get a Goyf,
Sure.
and we'll cast Goyf.
Sounds good.
So I have
Stems the bleeding.
instant land, creature,
Enchantment. Planeswalker.
sorcery.
That's everything, except for tribal. Oh, no artifact either.
Yeah, no artifacts,
Yeah.
so 6.
Right.
Go.
Untap. Draw. That one's decent. Prevent. Goyf.
Yep.
Goyf damage. And we'll play a Heart of Kieran. Pass the turn.
Oh no.
Gives me something to do.
Wooded Foothills, and go.
Tap. Draw. Prevent. Activate. 4.
So you're removing a...
But I went up 1 to prevent, so I'm just leaving it at 5.
Okay.
So yeah.
Push.
It can be pushed. Sure.
I need a bigger dice.
Yeah, got artifact now.
7.
Yeah, that's it. Good.
Untap.
That's a big 2-drop.
Draw for turn. I mean, it's nice, but you kind of have an answer to it.
Yeah.
Go.
Draw a card. Is that one better? Probably. Pathgoyf.
Are you gonna break my Raging Ravine while you're at it? So I can find 2 basics?
Yeah, sure. There's no better target for it, really, so
No.
might as well. And I don't need the mana now, because I got 5. And yeah, I will activate and bash for 4.
3.
Pass the turn. Are you top decking as well?
Yep.
I almost hope you get an Abrupt Decay, so it's just the top deck war.
Sure go.
Untap. Draw. Activate bash.
Terminate him.
Well, he is indestructible.
So yeah, destroy doesn't work.
Alright.
Dead.
And I had another Concealed Courtyard. Bad timing.
That's not abrupt
If
decay.
you're curious what was under here, Path to Exile. Alright. So, that was game 1. And we'll see you in sideboards. Alright, sideboards. So, I've got some Fragmentizes that don't do anything, so those aren't coming in. Zealous Persecution. This is more for if I'm facing a deck that has a lot of X1s, because I'm also kind of a token deck. It's can be pretty swingy. It's like an Overrun and a Wrath, one-sided Wrath, and those types of matchups.
Sometimes it makes, like, it looks like you're making horrible blocks. And
Yeah,
then you turn it around completely.
Yeah. So, pretty good card, but Jund has pretty beefy creatures on
You're
average.
shrinking
so.
a Tarmogoyf and
Yeah,
pumping the chump blocker doesn't make it a trade.
not really. And Skoos can grow from eating your cards, at least. Rest in Peace, it's fine against Tarmogoyf and Scavenging Ooze, but I don't think it does really enough in this matchup. Because I'm not just going to outright die in one big turn to that, so we're not going to bring those in. Anguished Unmaking, it's fine. I mean, most of your stuff dies to path and push anyway, so I don't think I need it. This Gideon is in here for if I'm facing down a lot of creatures, also kind of for the token matchup, because, like, him going up to, like, 10 counters with a other Gideon's emblem in play is pretty good. He's pretty hard to kill. But I don't think this is quite the matchup for him, because you tend to have just, like, 2 or 3 giant threats instead of like, a whole bunch of small ones. Collective Brutality is okay, but again, for the same reasons, the -2/-2 is probably not killing very much. Like a Bob, I guess, or like a Grim Lavamancer.
Yeah, so it's basically like a 2-mana duress.
Yeah. And discarding a card is good if I have Lingering Souls, but I'm actually going to be cutting some of those, so... Spoiler. Leyline of Sanctity is nuts against you, because you have Inquisitions and Thoughtseizes, and that just stops all of them. It stops Grim Lavamancer from hitting Gideons, which is pretty good as well. And it actually, since it stops abilities, like, I don't even know, like, what other random things you have that could target me or target me redirect to Gideon, but it seems pretty good. So I'm going to bring in 4 of these. And what I'm going to take out, 2 Lingering Souls. I think it's just slow. I mean, it's good against your permission, but you're never going to take it, so...
Yeah, unless it's the only card that I can take.
In which case, that's a much later stage in the game, and I could just cast it twice. And you do have Scavenging Oozes in your deck, which this is not good against. We did see why that is. So, I'm going to take 2 of those out. I'm going to take out Oath of Gideon. It's nice that each Gideon I play subsequently comes in with an extra loyalty counter.
It's nice for the other 4-mana planes. 4-mana
Yeah.
one, because then you can use his ultimate and survive.
Yeah, which is pretty good, but I think it's just a little slow in this matchup. It's probably not going to even enter the battlefield with Gideons because you have so much permission, assuming I don't have a leyline in play. So I'm taking that out. And Anointed Procession, it's a kind of a fun of. It doubles like all your token stuff, but 4 mana is pretty steep against a deck that can crush you pretty fast. So I think I'm taking that out as well. So yeah, those out, Leyline's in.
As for me, Grafdigger's Cage, nice against Lingering Souls, but that's the only card that would matter against and not really useful. Now Spellbomb, same reason, it really only affects one of his cards, so we don't need that. Engineered Explosives, he's a token deck, so that seems obvious enough to bring in.
Yeah, it's a sweet one.
Anger of the Gods, he does create quite a board, so I think bringing one of those in. Kalitas, whenever a non-token creature an opponent controls would die, which is exactly 0 creatures, so not really the matchup for it. Ancient Grudge, he doesn't really have any artifacts worth it. Like, it's nice against Heart, but we have enough ways to deal with Heart.
Yeah.
Collective Brutalities, we're bringing these in. They're nice enough. They can pick out some of his spells, but they can also deal with a removal spell, and occasionally we might need the life. So just nice enough to bring these in. Mostly because Terminate's pretty horrible, so we're going to end up cutting all of those because they don't deal with the Gideons, except for the 1/5 mana Gideon is not indestructible.
Yeah, before they realized that they should add that as well as prevent all damage.
Fulminator Mage, he doesn't really have any lands that we need to break. There's Windbrisk Heights, but it's not that great. Kitchen Finks, not really needed. So what we're cutting is going to be the 3 Terminates and the Thoughtseize, because we're bringing in Collective Brutality. And pretty similar.
Sounds good. All right. So, that was Sideboards. We'll see you in Game 2. All right. Game 2. Go ahead.
We've got those.
Whoop. All right. And for myself, some of these, and some of these. It's not a particularly exciting hand, but in this matchup, it seems okay. Alright.
Assuming no ley line.
No ley lines.
Bloodstained Mire. It's your go.
Draw. That was good. See, it all works out in the end. Concealed Courtyard, Thoughtseize.
Thoughtseize, we'll see.
18.
Brutality. Maelstrom Pulse, which would have been nice. Lily. Goyf, Scooze, and land.
There's a lot of things. So, Collective Brutality hits instant sorceries only, right?
Yes.
And take Goyf.
Or Goyf.
Pass the turn.
End of your turn. Crack that, going to 19. Overgrown Tomb tapped.
Yep.
Untap. Draw for turn. Blackleaf Cliffs.
Yep.
And the Scooze.
Okay.
Jurgo.
Untap. Draw. Also reasonable. Let's see, though. Is that worth it? Let's take another look. Thoughtseize. What did you draw? Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought that was already in your hand before.
It's because that's what I fetched.
Yeah.
And then I drew it immediately afterwards.
Yeah. Pulse.
Yeah, it's pretty good against token makers.
Yeah. And just in general, like, it can hit my planeswalkers.
Mm-hmm.
Is it worth doing this? So I got a 16 from that. Or do I just do this? Very tough. Nah. Godless Shrine untapped. 14. Legion's Landing. So we get a 1/1 vampire, which I don't have much close to that. Oh, that's no fun. Does that have flying? No, it just has lifelink.
Just has lifelink.
I don't know if I have anything close to that, so sure. We'll take that. We'll take the actual vampire.
Actual token.
Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn.
We're going to see if this is fun or if this is a total waste of time or not.
Overgrown Tomb. 17. Liliana.
Yep.
And each discard.
Oh, okay. I was like, how much do you care about this? Shambling Vent.
Collective Brutality.
Yeah, that was hitting nothing.
I figured.
Yeah. It would have hit a Thoughtseize.
2 AU.
Take it. 12.
Sure go.
Untap. Draw a card. That's a decent one. Ghost Quarter. Little Gideon. The little Gideon who could. I will prevent all damage that Skoos will deal.
Poor Skoos.
And I will bash Liliana for 1. Going back to 13.
Goes to 3.
Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Yeah, we're casting that instead. Boom.
That's pretty good. Did good.
And... well, I can't attack, so it's your go.
No discard?
I like the card in my hand.
Alright. Draw. That's fine. Lingering Souls. Only gonna get 1 use out of it, but that's fine. And I don't have good attacks, so pass the turn.
Eat Lingering Souls.
Yep.
Untap.
3 mana for 2/1/1 flyers is fine.
Draw for turn. Goyf.
Yep.
So I have creature, land, sorcery, instant.
I've got Planeswalker is the only different thing.
So he's a 5. Maybe we'll need the bigger dice. And 2.
Can you eat anything?
There's a Tarmogoyf in my graveyard.
Okay. Take it. Unless you want to eat.
No, just 2.
11.
Does shrink Goyf if I eat.
True.
So Lily dies to those spirits in 2 turns. And I don't want to discard. So sack a creature.
I mean, it prevents Legion
It does
landing
prevent
from-
Legion
from
landing.
going. I think it's going to be the Vampire. Because it doesn't fly.
Enter go.
Untap. Draw a card. That wasn't the best land. 1 at Lily.
Lily down.
Windbrisk Heights. Top 4. This one.
So if you attack with 3 creatures, you got 2 things you can activate.
Yeah. Well, this one just automatically. This I have to at least pay
One
mana
you get
for.
one utilizes the land, the other one becomes the land.
Yeah. I could even do this one first, because you can do this whenever. You don't have to do it right when
Yeah.
you do. This one does. So
Oh,
I could use that.
That
as
one
the
becomes
for
the
this.
land, and
Yeah.
you can use the mana.
Is its other side, does it tap for white or is it colorless?
It's
no,
tap
it's
for
white. Alright. Interesting. That's all I got. Pass turn.
I'm gonna eat your Gideon just because I don't like him.
Okay.
I have a Liliana.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, right. I don't have any Sun Titans in the 75, unfortunately. So
Draw for turn.
it's not great.
Swing for 7.
That's a lot. I will chump the Goyf
Okay,
and take 2, or are you going to
just 2. I'm not gonna pump.
9.
Enter go.
Okay. Untap. Draw. I was a little late to the party. Is that worth playing, though? Gideon, ally of Zendikar.
Oh.
He will make a 2/2. We don't have core allies, but we have the next best thing.
2/2 cats. It's like
Pass,
the same thing.
Pass the turn.
Going to eat my Tarmogoyf now.
Okay. I think,
Getting a life. Shrinking Goyf. Untap.
only creature.
Still remain the same power
Yeah.
on the field.
Yeah, sure.
This way, at least, he doesn't have to trade for the 2/2.
And it spreads it out a bit, yeah.
Push the 2/2.
Okay. Dead cat.
Gideon. 'Gideon. 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 '
How much do I care about this Gideon? It seems pretty good. Block the Goyf.
Okay, so it takes 3.
Goes to 1.
Enter go.
Untap. Draw. Plains. Poop out a kitty. Which would be very unpleasant. Is this worth it? Maybe? I don't know, you're at a lot of life. Leyline of Sanctity. For its terrible cost. Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Attack Gideon.
Yep. Dead Gideon.
Liliana.
Sure.
Each discard.
You get a Bitter Blossom, which I
An
think at this
Anger.
point is not the greatest idea.
Can't really cast the Anger of the Gods, so
No.
easy enough to get rid of.
Oh.
Enter go.
Oh, yeah, it's each player. Sure. Draw. That was good. Kinda. Lily.
2.
Go.
Untap. Draw for turn. Each discard.
Respond by pushing Goyf.
Or Goyf. Discard Inquisition.
Sure. Yeah, that's pretty useless.
Yeah, it really wasn't going to do anything.
Mhm.
And you're at 9.
I'm at 9.
It's going up to 4. It doesn't really reduce my clock. So 3.
So no pumps?
No pumps.
Go to 6.
Enter go.
Draw. Good timing, pal. Gideon of the Trials. Prevent all damage Scoos will deal.
Yep.
Smack Lily.
1.
Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn.
Does this have Vigilance?
Each discard.
Nothing.
Inquisition. I don't even want to cast that.
Sure.
It's not going to happen anymore. And no point in attacking with Scoos, so it's your go.
Tap. Draw a card. That's pretty good. Also, that's some pretty good top decks.
I haven't.
I will path this Scoos.
In response, I'm going to eat these 2 Inquisitions. Because
Okay.
I don't like them.
Sure. Why not? I mean, you could have ate Goyf. Gain a life.
I'm at 18.
That's true. Now, I don't particularly like giving you a land when it seems like you're really stuck on lands, but eh.
Find a
fine.
forest.
Yeah, so
No mountains in the deck, so...
yeah.
I don't really need the double red. I discarded my anger, and I think that's like the only double red card.
Yeah, so I will activate Gideon. I'll send Cat at Liliana and Gideon at you for 4.
14.
Pass the turn.
Goes down. Untap. Draw for turn. Yeah, no, I was going to draw land now.
Yep.
But
Oh, you'd had a 4.
Livia Voldaren.
Ooh. Yeah. All right.
Intro.
I mean, technically Gideon still works on it. Draw a card.
At least then you're not attacking.
That's true. That is true. So it can only ping other creatures,
Yeah.
and then it can gain control of
And
stuff
then, yeah,
if you're... Yeah,
They become a vampire, and then I can gain control of vampire for as long as I control Livia.
sure. Okay, I'll play Westvale Abbey, born and raised. Let's see. So you could gun down my cat. So I think I'm going to prevent damage Olivia will deal.
Okay.
And then no point attacking either, because you'll just block. So I'll pass the
She'll
turn.
just get in the way.
Yeah, pass turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. We're gonna drain you for 2.
You can't target me.
Oh, right. Leyline.
Yep.
Your cat's dead.
Sure.
Card's not gonna do anything else.
It's true. So, good.
Enter go.
I will activate Westvale Abbey end of turn. Go to 5. Make human. I'm not going to bother tapping. It's a pain in the butt.
Okay.
Yeah. So you do get an opportunity before I get to my main phase.
So you lose a life to the Westvale? Yeah.
I did. Yeah. I went from 6 to 5. So, go to my turn. Draw a card. You're at 14?
Yes.
And that can only hit creatures. I think I gotta keep trying to hold it back, so. Attempt
In
to prevent.
response, ping
Yep.
that.
Dead human.
Grow her.
Shambling Vent. Go ahead.
Untap. Draw for turn.
Probably not activating this Legion's Landing or Windbrisk Heights, but
Sure go.
that's okay. I don't really like going to 4 either. Especially when you can just gun them down and grow, so yeah. Just gonna untap, draw a card. Sure, why not? Let's see what you got going on.
Here's Verdant Catacombs.
Deal. Prevent.
Yep. You can activate the Shambling Vent and
To
attack.
gain 2 life? I kind of
Gain
want
2.
to. Actually. So I think it will. With these ones. Activate Bash.
Block.
Yep.
Ping twice. So it's a vampire.
Uh-huh.
And I get 2 counters.
Okay. So, gain 2. Go to 7. Pass turn. Oh, wait. Wait a minute.
It's still a vampire.
But it's prevent all damage target.
So,
So
I'm
do you
dealing,
still get-
so I
do you
deal
still
1
get-
damage to another target creature. That creature becomes a vampire. So you've prevented the
Oh,
damage.
okay. So it's not based on the damage. Okay.
So yeah, that creature, and then I get a +1/+1 counter.
That makes sense. Like some of those are worded in such a way that it's like, if you do,
Do you know what we
Do
have?
this.
Does it still have the vampire subtype?
like forever?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Is it supposed to?
It becomes a vampire in addition to its other types.
So when it stops being a land,
When it stops being a creature, does it still have the vampire type?
I don't think so.
I think we have to look this up.
I think we do too.
Because otherwise I can steal your land.
That's true. Hard cut. All right, so quick Google search led us to the information that this does lose its vampire subtyping when
because
it becomes
vampire
back
is
a
not
land.
a subtype of a land, so
Yeah.
when it loses creature, it loses all subtypes related to creatures.
Yes. So you would need 7 mana to ping and steal, basically.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So here we go. That's still prevented, I assume. Yes. That was a thing I did.
It's not very exciting. It's something. Here's an engineered explosives on 0.
Does it say non-land? I assume so.
Destroy each non-land permanent. Yeah, it doesn't deal with your man-land, unfortunately. And verdant.
I think you could have taken out Gideon. Could have done it for 3.
Switch that up. I forgot.
Yeah, sure.
I forgot it can hit
That's
non-land.
fine.
I was thinking creatures.
Yeah, that's fine.
So red, black, green. Engineered explosives.
Yeah.
And blow up all threes.
Dead Gideon. Shouldn't have even told you that, but hey, it's spirit of the video is more important
Mm-hmm.
than just winning.
Otherwise, we have to deal with all those comments.
Exactly.
Of a massive misplay.
Exactly.
Sure go.
So that's no longer prevented. So no point in sending in the vent. Draw a card.
I do have a 6/6 flyer, though.
No, you don't. That was good. Timely. Top deck. I tapped horribly for that. I should leave up this ghost quarter. So that's what I'm going to do. Good.
Crack Verdant. Going with 13. Yeah, just in case I draw that man land.
How did Gideon get exiled? Oh, right. Scavenging.
Because I didn't like it.
Yeah.
A stomping ground.
Okay.
He did deal with my Olivia, so I don't really need that much red, but
No.
may as well get a pain land.
I mean, at this point, I think you got enough mana to cast anything in your deck, so might as well thin so you don't top deck a land. We're both top decking, which is sweet. I do have a man land.
Yeah. And
still.
you have a way to prevent my man lands.
Yeah. I do.
He's got a bit
okay.
to work with.
That's okay.
There we go.
I also found it funny that if that wasn't the case with Olivia and whatever, if you went to go steal my shambling vent, I'd just blow it up with my ghost quarter in response, which would have been hilarious.
No.
The nice thing about this is it can't hit me, so that's nice.
I mean, he can attack you very slowly.
He can attack me for one, that's true. So I think at this point, activate attack for 2.
Yep.
9.
11.
And is this worth playing? I think I'm gaining enough life that it probably is, so I'm going to tap these 2, leave up Ghost... Well, yeah, I'll leave up Ghost Quarter, because why not? Bitter Blossom. Pass the turn.
Untap.
Slow,
Draw for turn.
but it's something.
Sure go.
Alright. Untap. Blossom. Go to 8. Get a fairy. Draw for turn. So, if I send in Shambling Vent, you can block it and then boop it for 2. So I would trade with that, but I'd also gain 2 life. And get that off the table. I think I'm okay with that. Activate Vent. Bash for 2.
Shall block.
Yep.
Exile.
Just because that thing can blow up my fairies as I
Anger.
make them, so it's kind of annoying.
And one of the lilies.
Sure. So, those trade. I go to 10, because it doesn't kill it before damage, of course. And here's Marsh Flats. Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Yeah, that's pretty decent.
This is quite the game.
Scoos.
Ooh, yeah. That was a good one.
Vern Catacombs.
Yep.
Sure go.
No. Untap. Fairy. 9. Draw. Windbrisk Heights tapped. That one. Yep. You're at 11. So, probably don't want to attack. Considering that thing can get gigantic. So, I'll pass the turn.
End of turn. Gonna eat Grim Lavamancer, going to 12.
Yep.
Going to eat Olivia, because I can't get her back. 13. And leave Goyf there.
Sure.
Crack this, go back to 12. Just thin as many lands out as possible.
Sure.
We're out of shock lands, so we'll get a swamp.
Really?
It's not as many shock lands. There's quite a few fast lands in the deck, so.
Ah.
And the Raging Ravines.
Makes sense.
Untap. Draw for turn.
What do you still got in there for creatures?
Just a Goyf.
Okay. So at most it can be a 5/5 unless you somehow discard a thing. Okay.
So I think we attack for 4.
No blocks.
Just 4.
5.
Bob.
Oh, okay.
Could be bad, but I think I need the cards.
Sounds good.
Turgo.
End of turn. I will activate Westvale Abbey with these lands. Going to 4. Making a human. And we'll untap. On our upkeep. We'll get a fairy.
Does
Lose
allow
life.
you to
Go to
flip
3.
Oh, you have both Windbreast Kites.
Yeah.
And the Legion's Landing.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So, let's see here.
This is going to be a turn.
This should be a turn. Bash for 3. So, landing triggers as soon as that happens.
Yeah.
So, I've attacked with 3 or more creatures, transform it into Adanto, the First Fort. So it's a legendary land, taps for white, and I can tap white and 2 colorless to make a 1/1 vampire with lifelink. So, still...
Pretty good with a Bitter Blossom.
So
Making 1/1s
yeah.
with lifelink every turn.
Yeah, definitely. So still before blocks,
Oh god.
we will activate this Windburst Kites to Fatal Push Bob. Get that out of the way. Then... Yeah. So, 3.
9.
This is just a human, so nothing fancy there. Then we will crack this Windburst Kites to get a Gideon of the Trials.
Ugh.
This is a sweet turn.
It
I
is.
must say.
I mean, it's really bad for me.
Yeah.
But sweet.
It's not great. I'm at 3, but you can't target me. So
Yeah,
I'm going to block that from dealing damage, because that seems pretty good.
Yeah, even if I top deck a bolt, it's not going to
Yeah.
save me in this situation.
And then, still without having to crack this Marsh Flats, we're going to play Gideon Ally of Zendikar. So now we have 2 Gideons in play. Exciting. And he will just stay at 4 to make it 2/2. Pass the turn.
End of your turn, I'm going to eat Bob to
Okay.
go to 10.
That was a spicy turn.
That was a spicy turn.
And I didn't have to crack this Marsh Flats, because this turned into a land.
Untap.
So that's pretty cool.
Draw for turn. Enter go.
Ooh. Untap. Blossom. 2.
Go to 2.
Draw for turn. Okay. Yep. Inquisition you.
In response, Hooligan's Command.
Woohoo!
2 damage to that. And we'll return a creature, even though he's immediately going to go back.
Okay.
So
So, hang on.
Here's my
So
hint.
before this, I'm just debating if I'm okay with this resolving or not. The 2 damage part, obviously.
yeah.
So, blow that up. You're at 10. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Actually, no. Because I'm going to do this anyway, so I might as well do this now. Then, in response to that. Sacrifice 5 creatures to transform Westvale Abbey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll leave a fairy alive. That one that can attack. So transform this into Ormondal, Profane Prince.
Okay, so now Colligan's
Yes.
command resolves. Okay, and
Yeah.
now that
Inquisition
resolves.
resolves.
Here's the time we're going for.
Okay. And then Gideon will die to get an emblem where creatures I control get +1/+1.
Just because we have that emblem.
Which we have. And that doesn't fly, so it doesn't really matter, but sure, we'll also get this Gideon emblem. Why not? If we had 2, it would look sweet, but we don't.
Gotta
So
get the Boopster.
we just get a... Where did the Boopster go?
I don't know.
Whatever. We got a Venser emblem that you can
It's
pretend
like
is
the
a
same
Gideon
thing.
emblem. Pretty much.
You just hide it.
Yeah.
No one will know.
And, yeah, then I will bash you for 10. Thanks to that Gideon emblem.
I'm going to eat my timer.
Oh,
Boy.
sorry. I guess I should send this
Yeah.
too then. Yeah. 11.
Okay, so in response, I'll eat.
Or 12, sorry.
Got 11.
Yeah.
Take 12. Dead.
Woo! That game was sweet.
That Windrest turn was pretty great.
Yeah, that was...
I mean,
that
it was horrible for me,
amazing
but it was
game.
amazing.
So, yeah, that one ended in 2. I suppose I should flip this. But I was pretty happy with that
Yeah,
matchup.
those were fun games.
That was a fun matchup. We were both in top deck mode for a long time. It was sweet. So, don't forget to vote in the thingy, and we'll see you next week. And on Friday.
Bye.